Hi, welcome back to Wrestling Fun with Father and Son. I'm Father Matt, and this is Son.
Hi.
And this is our WrestleMania 36 Reactions Part 1. Yep, just finished watching Part 1 of 2 WrestleMania shows. Got a bit to go through, so we'll start going through it. Yes, there will be there's a little bit of negativity, but overall it was the best they could do, and we'll get through that as we go through it. First thing we'll start off with is that Stephanie McMahon did a little introduction saying this is not going to be a usual WrestleMania. It's going to be just to entertain you, so sit back, relax, and watch the show. That's what we've done. First thing I will say is a national anthem. Normally a national anthem sort of sung by some sort of famous singer around the time. This one they sort of spliced all the different ones together. I don't think personally it worked, because each one was sort of sung differently and the tune was different, and I just didn't think it really worked. Then there was an intro sort of I don't know what you call it, sort of the intro package to WrestleMania. I don't think this worked either. It was kind of like they were trying to sort of do this piratey theme thing, and they kept having this guy like interrupt it, saying, "Oh no, we don't do it like this. We go back to the beginning, and we don't do that, and we do this, and we do." And it was really, really weird, and I don't think it really set the tone for WrestleMania, but it was what it was. First match: Bliss and Nikki Cross versus the Kabuki Warriors for the Women's Tag Team Championships. I'm not going to elaborate too much on each match, as it were. I'm just going to go through some of the results and the reactions. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss actually won, and they beat the Kabuki Warriors, so they're now the new Women's Tag Team Champions. Next we had King Corbin versus Elias. He did a bit of Corbin did a bit of a promo at the beginning to say, "Where's Elias? He's not here. Come out and take the forfeit. I want to win by forfeit." Only for then Elias to come out, and then they had a match that Elias then went and won. Then we had Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler for the Raw's Women's Championship. This one was a little bit of an upset. I didn't think this was going to be the way it was going to go. We thought Shayna Baszler would probably go and win that match, but she didn't. Becky Lynch actually retained, which I was really, really surprised. To be honest, it wasn't that great a match, but still, she didn't win, which like I say, I'm really, really surprised she didn't win that. Next we had Daniel Bryan with Gulak versus Sami Zayn with Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental title. We knew that them two would be a big, big influence in this match. Gulak did try his hardest to sort of neutralise them and sort of make it level, only for Sami Zayn to get a win on Daniel Bryan and retain, which again, that's a bit sad because I'm not really high on Sami Zayn, especially this version of him. Then we had one of the elephants in the room, which is a very, very it was very strange. Some of the things done during WrestleMania were very, very strange. This is the first one where it was basically advertised that we were having a triple threat tag team championship match. That then changed to a ladder match. It was supposed to be the New Day, the Usos versus Miz and Morrison, but we didn't actually get that, did we, Kai? What did we actually get?
John Morrison versus Jimmy Uso versus Kofi Kingston.
That's right, minus the partners. And they were still saying this was a tag team match. There was no commentary, did not basically bring light to why this had happened. I did say in the predictions videos that Miz he turned up, he had symptoms of the virus. They decided that not to go ahead. So this is obviously a backlash of that. But I sort of said to Kai as we were watching, well, why didn't they do a backstage sort of footage or something of the Miz being sort of laying on the floor or something from afar? You could keep the distance, you could do it from afar, and you could say Morrison comes on and says, "Actually, I'll take the match on my own against the Usos and New Day," and then they have the sort of tag team without the Miz. It was really strange how they'd done this. It was more of a triple threat ladder match. There was some couple of high spots. There was one spot where Jimmy Uso got pushed off the ladder, and you didn't actually see the fall. I think he fell on the crash mat there. I'm thinking there was a cut there. But in the end, it was a very, very unique ending as well. All three men climbed the ladders. They all had their hands on the titles. They all released the titles at the same time. But in the struggle, Morrison fell backwards and pulled the titles off and then retained that way. I would have said that all three men taking them off at the same time was a draw. So Miz and Morrison should have retained anyway. But yeah, it's just a really strange way of doing it. I'm going to say that's one of the talking points on the internet. I'm going to guess that's one of the talking points. I haven't actually been on social media at all this morning or this afternoon while we're filming this and that. So I'm going to think that's one of the talking points. Very strange match, that. A very strange sort of ending in that. Next we had Owens versus the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. Obviously again minus the AOP and minus Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy is isolating, and AOP, I think one of them's injured, so minus them. This match got going, but Seth Rollins used a ring bell to cost a DQ, so Owens won by DQ. He then got a mic, he then did a promo saying...
And also Rollins was smiling.
Yeah, that's it. Owens got a mic and said, "Where you going, you coward? I thought you were all about WrestleMania moments. Come back here, let's have a no DQ match and no rules." That's what they did. There was steel steps used, chairs. There was the bell used again. There was a nice set jump as well, because this time you had the ring, and to the left, as you're sort of looking at the ring, you have the ramp at the back. At the ring to the left is the announce table. Seth Rollins got set up on that table. Kevin Owens then climbed up on the sort of sign of WrestleMania set. He then jumped off. That was quite a nice spot. But in the end, again, it was a stunner.
And he said, "Is this a WrestleMania moment?"
Exactly, yeah. We'll get to that at the end about what I think about the ambience and the sound. But still keeping on this Owens point, it was Owens who got the win with a stunner. Then we had the second elephant in the room. It was supposed to be Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. Now, I've seen a video of Triple H saying, "Oh yes, Roman Reigns is not going to be in this match," which we all knew about, but he'd be written out in a really cool way, and all this, that, and the other. He wasn't written out at all. Basically, Strowman comes out, and they say this gentleman has an opportunity for the Universal title against Goldberg. That was it. There was no Roman Reigns comes out, gets attacked or anything. And my opinion was, why Strowman got a title shot over everyone else? Why did he get the title shot? All that sort of stuff. And there's no explanation as to why he was in that match. He was just a place sitter. That being said, Goldberg did 3 spears, wasn't it? Couldn't put down Strowman. He then went for a jackhammer, which didn't work because I knew he wouldn't get up Braun Strowman for a jackhammer, to be fair. It got reversed into, is it 4? I think it was 4 power slams. And Strowman is the new Universal Champion, which is a bit of a strange thing, being as they were burying him a few years ago against Brock Lesnar for that title. So he finally got the title. Second title this year as well. He had the Intercontinental title. First 2 titles singles run, so he's now the Universal title. So we look back at Goldberg beating the Fiend. What did it achieve? Answers in the comments. That's all I'll say. And then we get to the Boneyard match. Undertaker versus AJ Styles. AJ Styles arrived in a hearse, in a coffin. The Undertaker arrived on a motorbike. And he was like the biker taker again, which they sort of said. I'm not really going to go through too much about this match, to be honest, because my recommendation is people need to watch it. I thought it was really well done. It was kind of camera cutted. It was kind of like a movie type thing as well. And yeah, it had a lot of effects, and yeah, thumbs up. Really good match. This was the save and light in WrestleMania and that first show, because up until then I thought it had been a very average show. This match, I really liked it. Reminded me of like things like the Final Deletion, that sort of thing. I think they're probably going to do this with the Fireflies Funhouse match as well. They're going to have this intercutted multiple camera shots, and yeah, really well done. I'm not even going to say the result. I think you should just watch it. Yeah, so that's a quick overview of WrestleMania Part 1. I thought it, like I say, was average, but that last match was really save and light, with that sort of movie-esque type match. Let's say a couple of elephants in the room. The sound is just, I really don't like it. Yes, they can't have a crowd there, and I understand that, but the commentary teams are just not filling the dead, especially Todd. I think it's Todd Phillips and Byron Saxton. They're just not filling the dull sound, the empty arena. They're not filling it enough, like Michael Cole and JBL were. And I'm not really a big fan of Michael Cole or JBL on commentary, but I think they did a better job at filling the silence with sound. Like I say, we'll have to see what happens on Part 2 tonight. But they've got the bigger matches on there tonight. There'll be that Bray Wyatt Cena match, that Drew McIntyre Lesnar match, Charlotte and Rhea Ripley, and all them other types of matches that went on this one. So yeah, I think it was okay. Like I say, I'm not going to elaborate on that Undertaker AJ Styles match because I don't really want to spoil that match, and I don't really want to take it away from people who haven't seen it yet. So I'm not going to go into that or the result. But anyway, I think we'll leave it there so we don't do too many long videos. So I think we'll say, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll quickly say, what did you think of the first episode, or should we say part 1 of WrestleMania? What did you think?
Good.
You thought it was good? Yeah. Looking forward to part 2. Yeah, so am I. I think this one's going to be the better one out of the two. And we'll have to then find out what happens to WWE after this. Are they going to be? I've heard they're going to have a break. We'll have to see, and we'll have to touch on that when we get some more clear cut answers to what WWE are going to do. Maybe this is a time to sort of press that reset button, have a month off, and then see what happens. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there. So I'll say goodbye and say goodbye, Kai.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.